Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy coming in to play Magic Day, actually. Uh, let's see. So I wasn't sure what to do tonight, what to play, which decks to pull out. Last time we played, we did all mono red decks, and then the weeks before that, we did Guild Wars, and we've kind of done a few different things like Christmas decks and some horror theme stuff like reanimation kind of things. So I wasn't really sure what to do and decided that maybe it was just time to pick something at random, like pick some four decks at random, and maybe every so often do something like this where we're just like maybe something that's more likely to happen, where you have four players that aren't actually bringing themed decks to the table, that they're actually just kind of bringing whatever they want to play. And so that's kind of what we have tonight. We have a random four pick. I just went through the decks that I have and was like, yeah, I haven't played this one in a while, or this one, or this one, or this one. Let's just throw it out and see what happens. So we have the first deck will be Tetherball, or what I've called Tetherball. We have a Devils deck that's focused on Zerzoth, I believe is his name. Let me see. It's been a little bit since I've looked at him. Yeah, Zerzoth, Chaos Rider. Okay. Then we have a mono white deck with a blue white commander that's all about flickering stuff. And then we have a it's not a unicorn deck, it just has a unicorn. So I say a unicorn in the title, but I just don't have a good name for it. It's just it's a life gain deck that does +1/+1 counters. It's really simple. It's kind of I guess it's not really a budget deck, but it's Lothiel the Bounteous Dawn. There you go. So that's what we'll play tonight. Tetherball, oh sorry, I didn't say about Tetherball. It has Saskia the Unyielding, and the whole point of this one is to we're going to play a bunch of low-cost creatures that sacrifice. So it's kind of built around Ball of Lightning cards. Ball of Lightning is like a 6/1 trample haste for 3 red, and at the end of the turn you sacrifice it. So the idea here is that we're going to be playing big boys that deal a lot of damage and then sacrifice themselves, and then we'll bring them back with different effects like Purgatory and Endless Whisper and Enduring Renewal and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to try to aim for with this one. Let's see. Assault Suit, that's actually really good. This is another card that plays really, really well with those cards, because this one, Assault Suit, the equipment, prevents, sacrificing. So we're just going to play the Sand Step Citadel, and then probably pass the turn over to the Devils. So the Devils are, just exactly what you would think a Zerzoth deck would do. I wanted to play around with this card when it came out. When it was initially released, the card was just so darn expensive. You couldn't buy it because that whole Jumpstart set was super expensive. But finally, the prices all came down on it once Wizards actually printed cards like they said that they would. So, yep, we're just going to try to draw cards and make everybody draw cards, and then discard cards at random and make a bunch of Devils that'll hopefully attack people. So, let's see. And so it's kind of lightly themed around Devils, but it's really just trying to take advantage of its ability, and Devils being able to attack help with that a lot. So let's go ahead and we'll play a mountain. So we do have Rite of Flame in here. I don't know that we want to play it yet. We may just want to do it on our second turn to get Zerzoth out, and then we're going to try to aim for getting this Geth's Grimoire really quickly. Mainly because I don't know. Maybe we wait until we get... Maybe on our third turn we play Geth's Grimoire, because I don't want to discard this card accidentally. It's one of our strongest cards, because we draw whenever somebody else discards. So we're going to rapidly gain a lot of card advantage. And I don't know that I want to... I think I'm just going to keep it. Well, we won't play Zerzoth super quickly, we'll just make sure to play Geth's Grimoire a turn early, and then the next turn play Zerzoth. So yeah, Yorion, Sky Nomad. When I got Ikoria, I managed to pull a foil Yorion Sky Nomad, which is really cool. Except the problem is that the companion ability doesn't work if you're playing Commander. So you just kind of have to play it as a regular card in your deck, or you have to play it as your commander companion. You can't play it as a companion. You have to do it as a commander or just a card in the deck. And so I decided to do card in the deck, but then I was thinking about it. I was like, what would be really cool is to play this as a monocolored deck instead of trying to build something, because I could build something that was white blue. It just seemed more fun to play something that was mono white. So we have a lot of flicker effects. We have a lot of stuff that happens when we get cards into our hand, like cards that come into the battlefield or leave the battlefield. And we also have stuff like this where we manifest cards that we can exile the card that is manifested, and when it comes back into play, it'll come back face up. We drew a Plains. We'll go ahead and play it. My plan here is to go ahead and my next turn play Wall of Omens, so we can start getting a draw engine going. And we started with 2 lands, so I need to get that other land to be able to play. Well, a couple more land to play Yorion. Let's see though. We have the unicorns next. At least we're starting with some ramp and a couple of lands. And like I said, the whole point of this deck is like kind of weird life gain effects that don't really fit anywhere else, and +1/+1 counter shenanigans. It's not anything special, but it can just really bring on the beat down if you get the right creature out to put counters on with Lothiel. Oh, that's the other land that we needed to be able to play. So we're going to Stirring Wildwood into play tapped. And that's the other cool thing. So we can also do stuff like put counters on Stirring Wildwood. And it's essentially becomes really insulated from being able to kill it. So I think that's all we're going to do this turn. We're just going to pass over to the Tetherball again. Untap. We'll draw at Savage Lands. So we could ramp or do Savage Lands. I'm kind of wondering if... I guess... If we ramp, we're not actually going to be able to get Saskia out. That's because we didn't... Unless we draw a different land next turn, all of our basics are... Or the 2 basics that we have are the same color. So I think maybe we just go ahead and do Savage Lands into play tapped, and we get out Vampiric Rites while we have a turn of doing nothing. And hopefully we'll draw a creature that we can start doing stuff with Endless Whispers and Purgatory. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just pass. That's it. That's all we're going to do. It's Zerzoth's turn, and they're going to draw Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's going to be really good here in a few turns. Specifically when we get Geth's Grimoire out and everybody discards their hand, and when we draw that many cards and then draw 7 more. We're going to have such a big hand with Zerzoth. Oh, wait. Sorry, we do want to play a creature on this turn. Let's go do Tybalt's Ranger. Sorry, we don't want to do it. We want to play a demon whenever we can, whenever there's one in our hand, so that we can start getting in more attacks and causing more chaos with our draw discard effects. So we got another land. That's really good to see. We will play Wall of Omens, draw a card. Oblation, nice. So that's one of our few removal, like just anything removal cards in this deck. So at least there's something that can take out something super obnoxious if it comes up. Let's see. We have True Conviction. That's perfect. Double Strike Lifelink. That goes really well with Lothiel. So we are going to absolutely do this Nature's Lore. And see, I wonder if I have a snow land, a snow dual land, because it can only get forests. So I'm kind of wondering if we have a special land in here to get. I don't think we have an actual, like a legit dual land. At least I didn't put too many, like, I didn't bog this deck down with too many really expensive cards. Unless it just happened to be expensive and I didn't bother to check. Yeah, so I think it's going to just have to be a regular forest. We want to draw another plains or white source at some point because we do have a lot of double whites effect, not effects, but costs in our cards. So hopefully we draw that. Let's see. Get done shuffling so that we can move on from this. Is it actually into play tapped? No, it isn't. Nature's Lore is really strong. Okay, so I think that we just try to get Lothleal out. It's not a really strong creature, but at least it's something, and we can start doing like Angelic Accord and Crowned Ceratok. Okay, yep. That's what we're going to do. Pass the turn. Pass the turn dead. Untap. Upkeep, draw. Let's see. Command Tower. Awesome. Now, I guess now that we know, it would have been good to play Saskia, but it's okay. Let's go and do the forest. Let's do the ramp, Felwar Stone. I think we don't really have anything else to do this turn, so we'll just go and pass. Pass to the demons that is going to disrupt everything and everybody. Untap, draw a card. It is Ancient Runes. This is a really good card if we were actually playing against somebody with a lot of artifacts. Let's get that Guest Grimoire out. We'll do Rite of Flame to get 2 red mana. We'll add 2 more Guest Grimoire. The next turn we will play Zerzoth and start her up. Or maybe just do... We could do Wheel of Fortune. I have a feeling we're going to discard Wheel of Fortune. Because that's just kind of how it goes. Untap, draw a card. It is Evangel of Heliod, a really, really good one for this deck. So we'll play another land. Let's do we want to Rest in Peace? See, Rest in Peace or Mastery of the Unseen. And as much as I want to do Rest in Peace, I think I want to catch somebody with their pants down first. So we're going to do Mastery of the Unseen because it really plays into our deck strategy. And at some point, we're going to get boned by devils. so we better get it out of our hand now. We can always get, like, Rest in Peace doesn't really have an immediate impact. It will have a long-term impact because the Tetherball deck does have sacrifice effects. And you can essentially, like, if we were sitting down at this table and somebody pulled out a Saskia deck, we wouldn't actually for 100% know that they had reanimation. But it's a 4-color deck that has black. It's almost certainly got some reanimation. So it's a good bet that at some point we'll need the Rest in Peace, but we can do that another turn. And the other thing is that Mastery of the Unseen. If we lost it now, then that would be... Not only would we lose out on that effect for the rest of the game, most likely, but Mastery of the Unseen actually helps us get around the shenanigans with Zerzoth because we get to do the top card of our deck. So we always are, like, at least guaranteed to get whatever that is. Versus we essentially may never know whether we'll be able to keep the cards that are in our hand because we discard at random. Tashiri's grasp, I mean. Ugh. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Okay, so we will do this. We will tap 4 and play our commander. So we have one person that's played their commander so far. Okay. Do Saskia do. Untap, draw a card. Mosswort Valley. Or Mossfire Valley. Let's go and do Command Tower. Let's go ahead and get out Saskia. So, when Saskia enters the battlefield, choose a player. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. So, I think that prematurely looking at this board, Yorion will probably have some shenanigans, almost certainly. The Devils, we know the Devil strategy. That sounds weird. It sounds very religious suddenly. We know the Devil's strategy for sure, just because it's literally the only thing that they're going to do. And we also know what Lathiel is going to do, because of how, I mean, it's Commander just pretty much projects exactly what's going to happen, gain life. And that's, so like, the Devil's strategy is a strategy that doesn't really disrupt what we're doing necessarily. Lathiel definitely can, because it can gain a bunch of life, presumably. I mean, that's going to be what we should expect from a life gain deck, is there to be a lot of life gain. So it may be smart to go ahead and pick Lathiel now, and deal with other stuff later and see what happens. You know, like, it's wait to see what Yorion can do before we necessarily pick on them. And we don't really need to pick on the Devils, because we're just going to attack them, actually. That's our goal here. We're just going to attack the Devils for 3 damage and see if they do anything. Would the Devils block? And I think that, because it needs to deal combat damage to a player with a creature. Do we care about blocking? See, unfortunately, yeah, so actually I think we do want to keep that Devil, honestly, because we're going to be able to cause 2 different players to draw a discard. So I think, as far as the Devils are concerned, the Devils are going to go ahead and take that damage and be down to 37. 20, 37 here. And then because of that, because of the no block, Lathiel is going to take 3 damage as well, which means that we need to now start keeping track of commander damage, which happens with Saskia a lot. So Devils have taken 3 damage from Saskia. Okay, so let's see. I think that that's all that's going to happen with Saskia. I think they're pretty much tapped out with their resources, so it becomes the Devil's turn. Oh, I guess we're not going to attack with 2 creatures this turn. That was an error on my part. Devil's Playground. Okay. We are going to play Zurzov here. So we also want to attack. Now, there isn't a good attack here in terms of keeping... Well, I guess... Let's see. So who do we want to draw discard? Maybe we want to save the... Let's see. Maybe we save the Devil here in this case. So we're going to save that Devil by attacking the Wall of Omens, because the Wall of Omens isn't going to kill it. So that means that we are both going to draw and discard. I draw Mizium Mortars, and Yorion draws Springjack Shepherd, another good one. So now we're going to discard at random. So I'm not looking. I have no idea what these cards are really. Let's see. I'm not trying to, if you think you see a pattern in how I'm doing this, how I'm shuffling, I really am not. I am not that smart. Let's see. So let's go ahead and do whatever this one is. Mizium Orders. Okay, that's fine. And Yorian is going to... Oops, I don't want to turn it over. Let's see. We could roll dice, but it just... I don't want to bother. Until it's like a ton of different cards or something, I'd just rather do this. Okay, so this card is a card that's discarded at random. Springjack Shepherd. Wow, that was strange. Okay, so two things happen. A player discarded a card, or an opponent discarded a card, so we'll draw a card, and somebody drew outside of their normal turn, so I get a devil. And it is a mountain. That's good. That's actually... Let's go ahead and play that mountain. We don't need too many things, right? Like 6 is like probably the highest we're ever going to bother. So let's see. There's not very many artifacts, so we're kind of content with keeping Ancient Runes in our hand. So some of these cards that are in the Devil's deck are really just a... This could be a thing that somebody has, so might as well try to deal as much damage as we can. Wheel of Fortune is really the card that we care about. Devil's Playground isn't too bad. Yeah, okay. That's about all we're going to do this turn. So, Yorian's turn. Yorian Schmorian. Honor of the Pure. Wow, that was a really good draw. Let's go and play that. Do we have something else that we want to play? So we have... Angel of Jubilation. Honor. We actually do have like a lot of really good cards in our hand. We don't want to get rid of too many. Maybe we do a creature here so that the devils are less likely to attack us, maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Angel of Jubilation. At least that like gives us, you know, another blocker, and it powers up our Wall of Omens a little bit. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we'll try to get Yorian out so we can start bouncing stuff every turn. Or at least, you know, like every so often kind of thing. Once we get some more flicker effects. So untap, draw a card, and it is Natural End. So we also do not have very many good blocks or anything really. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to pay 4 and get Crowned Ceratok out so that at least we can have another creature, because Lathiel can't put counters onto Crowned Ceratok. So, or I mean, can't put counters on top of itself. That's what I meant to say. On top of itself, it has to do it to another creature. So we want to be able to have another creature out to put counters onto. And then we'll do that next turn with... We can put a few counters onto it due to stuff like Tarashi's Grasp. I'm going to say Gasp. Tarashi's Grass. That's what this card is. We'll use it to destroy the Geth's Grimoire. And we'll be able to gain 4 life and then put 4 counters on Crowned Ceratok. So I think that's probably our intention in the future. Otherwise, we're just going to pass, honestly. No life gain yet. Just life not. So untap, draw a card. Runaway Carriage. Yay. Okay, so Forest. Do we want we want to start doing something, but we also need to get out some of these utility cards at some point. So unfortunately, I think this turn we just do Runaway Carriage. We can't sacrifice anything to Vampiric Rites anymore as long as that angel over there is out. Or do we... Yeah, maybe we do Runaway Carriage. Even if we discard one card at random from the Devils, we still have two of the things that we want. I mean, like, if we got rid of Assault Suit, at least we have the ability to get cards back from the graveyard. And if we get rid of one of the cards from the graveyard, then at least we have the other one, whatever it is. Let's see. So, attacking-wise, Lathiel is the only one that has creatures out that can kill me. Zurzoth can't still. And technically, Yorian's deck can kill my Saskia, and I don't really want that yet. So let's go and attack the... Yeah, let's go and attack the Devils again. I think this time, so in this case, it makes more sense to go ahead and block with the Devil. And then... let's see. So we'll deal 1 damage over to the Saskia deck for their meaniness, their mean-headedness. We'll deal them 1 damage. Okay. That's it for the turn. We will pass over to the Devils. Untap, upkeep, draw a card, and it is Tybalt, Rakish Instigator. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that does kind of put us in a conundrum because Wheel of Fortune was sort of the thing that we were wanting to do here. Instead, let's go ahead and do Tybalt so that players can't gain life. 5. And do we want to create a Devil? So we have people... Oh, shoot. If we do -2, then the stupid Angel gets us. That big old meanie Angel over there. Quite the conundrum. Because now, essentially, we can't do anything with Tybalt. Let's go ahead and attack. I mean, with Tybalt's Ranger is going to die no matter who we attack. So let's say... Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and do Saskia. Because we screwed over the life gain deck with our card that gets rid of life gain. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll get a Devil. Let's draw a card. And then discard at random. It was a Leyline of Punishment. Oh boy. So even if Tybalt goes away, we have a backup for the life gain. That's not what I wanted to do. So actually, yeah, we do this. We discard at random. Let's do this one. Oh, darn. Crap. And we're going to draw a second one because of Saskia discarding a card. Okay, so what is Saskia doing? Saskia is drawing a card. It was Feldon of the Third Path. Nice. But kind of one that's still not... We need more Tetherballs. So let's see, what was it? Oh, the land. Well, that's unfortunate. We're still kind of stuck on playing 1 land a turn. Oh well. So we'll get 1 more turn with Tybalt at least, like the actual Tybalt. Oh, and this got blocked almost certainly, and it's dead. So we just have regular Devils now. Not a Tybalt Devil. Let's see. So untap, draw a card. It is not. It is not a land, not the land that we needed. And I think that means maybe now is the opportunity to... We risk losing these guys, but we could just go ahead and say, screw it. We don't care enough about the graveyard to bother. So now we're going to Rest in Peace and Honor the Pure. So now we have big, beefy cards. And we've also sort of locked down a lot of strategies with Rest in Peace and having the ability to stop sacrificing. So as we go around, we'll get rid of the graveyards, but for now, that's how it'll be. So let's see. Angel of Jubilation. Who do we attack for this? Or do we just hang back? I don't know. See, 4 power is pretty good, but it is kind of making it so that we fend off Saskia. I guess we hold off for now. We don't need to attack quite yet. So their turn, untap, draw a card. A land, nice. I mean, specifically a land that like gives us white mana, which is what we needed. So we'll put that into play tapped. We don't gain a life because of stupid Tybalt. That is a bit troublesome. Let's go ahead and do Angelic Accord just for Grinzies, because later on we may be able to gain life again. And we can't really, like, we can't do much else of anything, so. We do need to get rid of Tybalt, so let's go ahead and attack it for 4 damage and see what happens. So, I think with the Devils, I think that the Devils go ahead and block that? Is that? They want to keep Tybalt out to stop the life gain, because the life gain can get out of hand really quickly. So I think that's what we do. I think we go ahead and... well, no. No, we'll let the Tybalt Planeswalker take 4 damage. So Tybalt is down to 1 loyalty. It's kind of off camera, you can't see, but I am flipping it back down to 1 loyalty. And now it will be Saskia's turn. So Saskia, untap, draw a card. Hey, a land. That's cool. We'll put that land into play tapped. It's a dual snow land, black and green. So I think we do want to start like getting some of our reanimation out just in case for later. So, oh wait, no. Let's see. We need to look up Purgatory, actually. So let me show you Purgatory. Show you this card because it's a wacky card. It's quite... It's an older one. So it says... Whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, exile that card. Is that what we want to play? Let's look at Rest in Peace. Actually, we'll just put that on the screen. When it enters the battlefield, exile all graveyards. If a card would be put, exile it instead. Okay, so yeah, we don't want to play Purgatory yet. We want to destroy the Rest in Peace, because the problem here is that Purgatory allows the card to go to the graveyard and then triggers to exile it, versus Rest in Peace is a replacement effect. So the replacement effect is going to make it so that it never goes into the graveyard in the first place. If they were both trigger effects, or if they were both replacement effects, we would still be screwed on the replacement effect. I guess, no, well, let's see. No, because I think we get to decide, if it was replacement effects, we would get to decide which replacement effect is applied, and in that case we would apply Purgatory. If it was a triggered effect, that would be where we would be screwed, because it's active player, non-active player on stack stuff. So my trigger for Purgatory would go on the stack first, and then Rest in Peace would go on top of it, and so the Rest in Peace would resolve first after being put on the stack. So we're going to put Assault Suit into play, definitely, because it makes more sense. We can't do Purgatory or Endless Whispers at this point until Rest in Peace is gone. So we're just going to prevent creatures from getting sacrificed at all, and we'll do that with Assault Suit. Let's see. Do we attack anybody? We could attack and get rid of the Tybalt, but I don't really see what the advantage of that is, because we don't want the life gain deck to gain life either. And we may be stopping the Yorion deck for all we know now. We could try, well, and we can't even attack the Yorion deck. I think we just pass. I don't like what we have left necessarily. I kind of want to let the Devils do their thing. Even though we could attack and probably deal 3 more damage. I'm just not sure what the goal in that helps us out with. So untap, draw a card. Temple Bell. Hey. That seems like a good card. Let's see. 5 Alarm Fire, though. I think that's probably even better. 5 Alarm Fire. So we can start racking up some counters on it. Because whenever we attack with a creature, we get some. So it makes our small creatures more effective. Although we do possibly lose out on Temple Bell. So do we attack? I guess we could attack with Zurzoth against Lothriel. Maybe we go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and attack with that. Our card is a mountain on top. We do kind of want maybe a couple more lands. So let's see. Lothriel is going to have to do the same thing here in a little bit. So let's see. What's our card to discard? This one right here. Oh, Ancient Ruins. Perfect. It gets exiled because of Rest in Peace. And then we're going to draw another card because of the Geth's Grimoire. And it is Strip Mine. Awesome. We will play that Strip Mine. And that means we also have another land that we can do stuff with next turn. So I think what that means is that... Yeah, we definitely want to get Temple Bell out. That's going to be really strong. We'll make a lot of devils that way. Well, we actually get another devil just because we did that. It's good to be able to get extra devils out when possible. So we have to turn here because Lothriel is so far away. So the card they drew is Tuskguard Captain. Okay, so it's basically Saratuk, except costs less and has an Outlast ability on itself. Let's see. What are we discarding? This one. Natural End. That's not good. We actually do kind of want those destroy artifact enchantment type things. Okay, so Yorian's turn. What do they get? Panharmonicon. Not a land, but I mean, pretty much. Why not just keep playing all the utility cards in this deck? Oh, we get double triggers on things. Okay, yep, that's... Do we attack? I guess maybe we don't really like what... we don't really like what Saskia is doing over there. We're shutting them down, but are we shutting them down enough? Let's go ahead and attack Saskia for 4 damage in the air. They don't have any recourse. They just have to take it. Ugh, take it. 4 damage, down to 35. And passing over to Lothriel. Let's see, what is Lothriel going to do? They have 5 mana now. Untap, draw a card. It is a forest. We're going to play that. Let's do we have... We have 6 land, but we don't have the white mana that we need to play True Conviction because we need 3. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to play Righteous Cause so that we're going to get Tybalt screwed over here. We're going to attack with Saratuk, act the... and we forgot to put a counter on 5 Alarm Fire. Crap. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We will attack Tybalt with our Crown Saratok, and I think they're going to go ahead and not block. We're just going to go ahead and let Tybalt get killed because it's essentially served its purpose now at 8 to attacks, so that's good. That's good enough. That's not great, but it's at least good enough. Because now Lothriel has to go pass a turn without gaining life, and we know we have Leyline of Punishment in our hand, so that's also good. Saskia's turn. Untap, draw a card. It is Curse of Opulence. Ooh, nice, yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's go ahead and play that. Yeah, we'll use Felwar Stone actually to get out the curse. And who do we curse? That's a good question. So the devil deck is based around attacking a lot. So we don't, well, I mean, all of them kind of are. All of these decks like to attack. But the devil deck is going to try to attack probably more consistently than anybody else because their whole strategy hinges on it. Whereas Lothiel can gain life passively, and Yorion will probably only attack when they have a ton of creatures out. So let's go ahead and curse the Yorion deck so that maybe we can push some aggro onto them for having like rest in peace and such, and maybe that'll help us get rid of them sooner. I don't know if that'll actually work, but it's at least an attempt. We will tap 3 and equip the assault suit over onto the runaway carriage. Now it's a 7/8 trample that can't be sacrificed, and we can pass it around the table when we want to. Let's see. So we do want to attack with runaway carriage. I think we go ahead and attack the Yorion deck because that'll give us a treasure that we can use later. Let's see if I have a treasure. I think I actually do somewhere. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I should have a treasure somewhere. I mean, I know I have a treasure card, like somewhere. It's just the somewhere part that I need to resolve here. I have some double-sided cards that's also doesn't help. You can see it. They're one side and the other side, so... Oh, there we go. Perfect. 4 treasure cards. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Because we're going to do, like, 1 for each person whenever they have treasure. Assuming that Curse of Opulence stays out. But we do have... I guess we want it down here. Is that still on the screen? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we don't... Let's see. Do they block? It's 7/8. They have Wall of Omens, but they're always like 1 card away from being able to do Yorion. And now that I have Panharmonicon out, I kind of want to keep it. So I think Yorion's just going to eat the damage this turn and be down to 33, which isn't what I always want to do. But we have 40 life. We can stand to like take a little bit of damage here and there. So back to reality. We're just going to move that over because we did attack with a creature. Okay, there we go. Untap. Upkeep, draw card. Grinzo. Oh, and because a creature attacked, that means Lothiel gained a life from Righteous Cause, which also meant that they got to put a +1/+1 counter on something, which is going to be Saratuk. There we go. Wait, so what? We drew Grinzo, so that's good. We'll play another mountain. Let's go ahead and play Grinzo, and let's play Temple Bell, because that's going to go really far in helping us like rack up a bunch of devils really quickly. Let's see. So, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent. So, to a player. Oh, and did we get Assault Suit? Now I have to think about this. Okay, Saskia doesn't know about Temple Bell or about Grinzo. They would want more damage to be dealt. They can't attack Saskia with it. We don't probably want to give Yorion the trample to 7/8. I mean, maybe we do. Maybe we don't care. Yeah, I think we go and give the devil the assault suit thing. So we do have this. They didn't know about Temple Bell or Grinzo. And now that we have a big boy, now that we have a runaway carriage, let's see. So whenever a devil attacks, we get to do the draw thing. Let's do Grinzo, though. Let's go ahead and attack somebody with Grinzo. So we can force attacks. We can force goad stuff. So we do want to attack the lifelink deck. So let's see. We don't want them to gain too much life. We're going to go ahead and attack the life gain deck for 7 damage. Yeah, that sounds good. 7 damage, and then we can exile the top card of their library and may cast it as though they... Let's see. Until end of turn, we can cast it. Okay. So, yeah, they're going to deal 7 damage straight to their face. So they're at 31. And then but they do gain a life from that. So let's see. This will be up to... Ceratok will get a second +1/+1 counter ultimately. Oh, it's a land. There's nothing we can do with a land. Okay, that's fine. And let's go ahead and Temple Bell and have everybody draw a card, which means that we get 3 freaking devils. So the devil deck drew a mountain. They drew Safe Haven. Yorion drew Safe Haven. Saskia drew a swamp. And Lothiel drew Wing Shards. Okay. So let's see. We get 3 more devils. I think we're going to have to do something like this. So we have 2. We get 3 more. We have 5 total. 5 total demons. Devils, not demons. Ugh, excuse me. We don't draw, discard anything this turn. So, okay, we just go ahead and pass. That's all we're doing. And so at the end of the turn, the runaway carriage goes back. Let's see. So, Yorion. Does Yorion get to have the runaway carriage? And I think that the answer is yes, because they don't... Yeah, I think they go ahead and say yes. So they go ahead and... I'm in trouble with the table here. Okay, so they're going to get runaway carriage. Other non-black creatures you control. Okay, so... apparently runaway carriage is even stronger. Okay, untap, draw a card. Conjurer's Closet. So we drew a land, but not a land that we can do anything with. Fine. If that's how it's going to be. We do want to do something. Let's see. Do we get rid of Geth's Grimoire or do we get rid of Temple Bell? Because Temple Bell seems really dangerous. But at the same time, just devils, do we care? Do we really care if they have a lot of devils? I don't know. It's hard to say because I have this Invoke the Divine. Maybe if we get rid of Righteous Cause, maybe that makes more sense. Because we can... Yeah, let's go ahead and do Invoke the Divine on the Righteous Cause. So that at least keeps them off of... Keeps the Lothiel deck off of constantly gaining life and putting more counters on Crowned Ceratok. Which means we gain 4 life. We're at 37. Now we have to attack, so we can't attack Lothiel. Let's go ahead and use this carriage to attack the Devil deck, I think. And then Angel Jubilation will attack to Saskia, who still can't block. And Saskia has to take another 4 damage and be down to 31. And the Runaway Carriage has Trample, so it's like... Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. Although, I could technically get rid of the Rampaging Carriage with the Safe Haven, but I think getting rid of the life gain is going to ultimately be better because the Devil The devils are going to attack with a lot of creatures, and righteous cause gains a life for every one of those creatures that attacks. Sorry, excuse me. Oh. Yeah, I think that's good. So the devils aren't going to block because they certainly don't really have enough to do anything about that. So they're going to take. Oh, and this is actually 2. 5 alarm fire is 2. I need to start keeping track of that. They're going to take 8 damage and be down to 29. So I think that's it for the turn, which means that it goes over to Lathiel, who will also gain control of Runaway Carriage. There we go. Runaway Carriage. Please be a Plains. A Plains right now would be awesome. Please be white mana. Please be. Nope, it's Soul Warden, of course. Of course. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can work with that, I guess. Let's see. So we're going to go and play Soul Warden. Soul Warden does really good. Do we draw more cards with Shamanic Revelation? Now we have 3 creatures out. We could do that if we wanted to. We won't gain life this turn, I don't think. Yeah, we're not going to be gaining life this turn. We can gain life with Tarachi's Grasp, but I think trying to get us to that other white mana for True Conviction is probably really smart right now. So let's go and do Shamanic Revelation. We draw 3 cards, 1 for each creature we control, so not freaking... Holy crap. 0. 0 of the manas. That's frustrating. Okay, well, and then we gain life, 4 life for each creature with power 4 or greater. We only have 1 that has power 4 or greater. So that means 4 life. We will be at 36. Once I can find it on the die. We have to attack with Runaway Carriage. We probably want to attack with Crowned Ceratok. So let's say Crowned Ceratok after Saskia for being such a douche. And the Runaway Carriage will go after... Do we want to do... Oh, Yorion. Of course, we're going after Yorion because it gets us a treasure that we can use for our white mana later. Yeah, that seems like a smart idea. An actually smart idea. I'm not full of them, but I do have them every so often. So, let's see. Oh, we just have to attack. Not deal damage. Yeah, whenever they're attacked, that's what happens. Okay. So, does Saskia block the 6/5 Crowned Ceratok? I don't think so. What do they have in their hand? Yeah, I don't think they block. I think they just go ahead and take the 6 damage and be down to 25. Which is a little low, but we like having Saskia out. And then let's see, does Yorion block the Runaway Carriage? And let's see, Saskia actually also gets a counter because of the Curse of Opulence. So, 7 damage towards Yorion. I think Yorion go and just eats that damage to the face as well. Okay, so I think that's all that we do. We just pass the turn now. Spas the turns. Saskia, come on. Come on, we want to see those Tetherballs. Or a removal spell, actually. That's what we really want to see, is we want to see an artifact enchantment removal. For that, rest in peace. And it is not. It is Rishkar's Expertise. Oh, I was supposed to put the... sorry. I was supposed to put these into exile. And the Invoke the Divine over there is supposed to go into exile. Jeez. I must be really dumb. Uh, yeah, I think we need to go ahead and play this card. We want to get to the ability to play a removal spell, so we do need to do this. We have access to this guy, though, which I should have grabbed. Okay, so with this card, we draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures we control, so that's 7. So let's go ahead and draw 7. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we got? Not a thing that does the stuff that we want. That's okay. Okay, so we do have some good cards here, though. We still need to cast a card. Let's see. You may cast a card with a converted mana cost 5 or less. That's obviously Rite of Raging Storm. So basically, Rite of Raging Storm, creatures named Lightning Ranger can't attack us, and during each player's upkeep, that player creates a 5/1 elemental called Lightning Ranger, and has trample, haste, and at the beginning of each end step, sacrifice this creature. So we also have Minion Reflector in hand. That's going to be coming really handy later. We want to play a land from our hand. Let's play the one that comes into play tapped, because I don't think... Well, do we? Yeah, that's what we want to do. Okay, so we're going to play the one that comes into play tapped. We want to do Furious Rise, so let's go ahead and sacrifice the treasures that we have to be able to do Furious Rise, so that we can... Let's do it like that. At the beginning of each end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater... So we'll only have to discard one card from our hand. That's the reason why I did that, is so that we wouldn't have to discard too many stuff. Genesis is actually going to be a really good card. I think the card that we discard is one of our removal, like one of our return cards. Purgatory. Genesis is really slow, but Purgatory is much more vulnerable. I mean, like, Genesis costs more, but it's more protected. Purgatory costs less, but it's an enchantment, so we can get a problem where Purgatory gets destroyed and exiles everything that we exiled. So I'm trying to just think ahead here. Endless Whispers, though, is really, really good with certain cards in this deck. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we get rid of a land this turn, and then we get rid of the swamp, and we keep the Caves of Koilos and Exotic Orchard. I don't know. Okay. So, let's see. What do we do here? Runaway Carriage. We need to attack somebody. I think we just keep attacking Yorion because they are monstrous and scary and all that sort of badness. So we are going to get another treasure for attacking them. Do they block? They only have Wall of Omens to block, which is currently at 2/6. So they can block most of the damage, but then they would lose their Wall of Omens that they're about to probably do stuff with. So they probably don't want to block with it. They want to take the damage again. So they'll be at 23, which puts them in, starting to put them in danger zone where they really need to do something. Okay, so we need Lightning Ranger. Mighty Morphin. Ranger. It's actually Rager. I'm saying that wrong over and over and over again. Sorry, you can't really see. I don't actually quite remember how Power Rangers look, so I'm kind of like halfway doing this. I don't have any colors. I really don't know what they look like. I guess that's going to have to work. That seems almost super like Power Ranger-y enough. So they're going to get a Mighty Morphin Ranger, And a runaway carriage. How about that? The Devils are looking like they have a crap ton of things out here. Okay, draw a card. Red Elemental Blast. Awesome. For a game that has only one deck with blue in it, and it's actually a mono white deck. Let's play a mountain. We can get rid of Yorion. That's not like a terrible thing. But we do need to do something about the Soul Warden is gained them a life from the Ranger coming out. So we need to put a stop to that as soon as possible. And I think we put a stop to that by doing 4 mana for Leyline of Punishment. Let's see. Huh. The life gain is done. They'll still get 1 trigger from it. So that's not very nice. We don't really have any other cards in hand that we can do anything with, though. That's the unfortunate thing. That being said, we could Temple Bell now. I don't know, do we? Let's see. Ooh, we can kill something off with enough. If we attack with enough devils, we actually can trigger something. Maybe that's what we do. I wonder if that's what we do. We go ahead and attack with 3 of our devils. So let's say 3 here, and we have 2 left over. Right? So we have 2 devils here that are untapped. We'll attack each player with 1 devil. So then that means that we're guaranteed to get 3 devils back. And because we attacked, whenever we had creatures deal combat, we're going to have creatures deal combat damage. So we're going to be up to 5. So let's go ahead and, oh, let's see. When does this? Yeah, so the Zerzoth actually results before the damage is resolved. So let's go ahead and draw a card. That's a mountain. And we discard at random. So it is Devil's Playground. Unfortunate. Yorion. Let's go and do Yorion. So Yorion is drawing up Plains. How many wants to take bets that that's the card that we're going to discard? Let's do this middle one. Oh, Conjurer's Closet. Aw, that sucks. Conjurer's Closet's really good. Really good in this deck. Oh, and we get another treasure. Jeez. We get a treasure for attacking Yorion. There we go. I think everybody blocks. Everybody has a creature to block with. So I think that these devils are going to die, and we're just going to shoot all 3 damage at Saskia. Because Saskia is like the one that we can't really touch right now. Because we can take care of Lothiel over time with enough of this stuff, this craziness here. Oh, and Runaway Carriage had to attack somebody. Let's do Yorion with that one and Mighty Morphin Rager with the other. For Yorion to, the Runaway Carriage to Yorion, Rager to the other one. Okay, so these are all dead, but we're going to get 3 more devils, so this is actually just back up to 5. Okay, sorry. Let's see. They block the devil. Do they block the Rager? I think they don't block the Rager. They take the Rager damage and be down to 32. Do they block? We have the mana for Yorion now, so I don't think that we block. I think we take the damage again. Oh, and this is up to 2. So 7 more damage, 3, 4 more, 16. 16 life. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, I think that's it for the turn. I think that that's all they can. All the Oh, wait, no, 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 because they discarded cards, so we draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we need to play a land for the turn. Let's go ahead and play a land. Let's go ahead and play Torch Fiend. And we'll also go ahead and get the Forged Devil out. Yeah, I think that seems pretty good. Just kind of dumping our hands every turn. Yeah, yeah, let's just gonna all the way. All the way. All the way. All the cards every turn. We're always going to do it. Okay. Yorion's turn. So they are going to. We're just going to keep spreading the love. They're going to get. Oh, wait, no, because they can. We don't want them to. They must be getting close. We don't want to give it to Yorion. They must be getting close. I mean, we know that they're getting close, but they must be getting close to being able to do Yorion. And if they get Yorion out, then they can flicker the assault suit off of it. So let's not have that happen. Untap, draw a card. It is a Plains. Another Plains. That's great. We're going to play that Plains. We're going to cast our Yorion. Yorion, come here. Precious, wonderful Yorion. Okay, so we're going to do that. We want to exile this and return at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. So, yeah, I think that that's good. We're going to do that. We do want to attack with our Rager. We forgot about Lothiel putting a +1/+1 counter on Ceratok. Okay. I really don't want to attack with Angel of Jubilation. We kind of need to block. Okay, so we're going to end the turn. No, wait, we want to attack with them with our Rager. So let's go ahead and attack. Let's go and attack the Lothiel deck as well. I'm looking at the devils and I see that they have a bunch of devils that can just be sacrificed and deal a bunch of damage, like deal 5 damage if they need to. And we're getting a little low on life, so we don't really like that. We want somebody else to be low on life so that maybe possibly they're the ones that get attacked or dealt all of the damage with 5-alarm fire. So we're going to attack Lothiel. I think that Lothiel doesn't block. They're just going to take the damage to be down to 27 because they were at 32. And then we end the turn drawing 2 cards off of Wall of Omens. Nice. Another Plains and Cloud Goat Ranger. Now, we do need another Flicker effect if we can find it. Like, literally Flicker Wisp would be ideal. Until then, it is Lothiel's turn. They're going to get both of the good boys here. Untap. Upkeep, draw a card. So, ram through. We need to frickin' stop this garbage over there. This life gain bullcrap. We're going to pay... Oh, crap. We have to do 1, 2... Let's do the treasure. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do Tarashi's Grasp. So, we destroy target artifact or enchantment. And then we gain life. So Leyline of Punishment is going to be off of the battlefield by the time we gain life. So we are going to gain the 4 life from that and be up to 31. The question is, can we gain more life now? Oh, nice. Yes, we probably can. 4 more mana for Abzan Battle Priest. Creatures with +1/+1 counters on them that we control have lifelink. That sounds good. And we gain a life from Soul Warden and go up to 32. So we don't have +1/+1 counters on Runaway Carriage or the Rager, but we do have it on Crowned Ceratok. So that's really good. Let's see. Crowned Ceratok needs to attack somebody that's not going to be able to do anything about it. The Devils, unfortunately, can do something about Crowned Ceratok. They can almost kill it. I think that's what's going to happen. Well, actually... Okay, well, that's a thing. That's okay. We're going to use Crowned Ceratok to attack... We can't really attack into Yorion effectively. Well, we do want to attack... Let's do... these two at Yorion. Do we? No, I guess Saskia. No, really. Let's just... No, we can't attack with these two against Saskia. They're stopped from doing that. That's kind of a problem because Crown Ceratok is really, really good. Runaway Carriage has to attack, so I guess, do we just go ahead and do it anyway? I think we just go ahead and do it anyway. So we're just going to attack these two against them. Crown Ceratok against Saskia. And that's 7 damage. That's a 7/6. So I don't think that Saskia's... I don't think Saskia blocks. Do they? Oh, we were supposed to discard a card at the end of the turn. I think we said the swamp was what we discarded. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I think Saskia blocks this time, and so it only takes 3 damage from that because we're 4 toughness against 3 damage. So I just picked up this dice, and it was... I think we're at... I think it was at 1, so I think it does go down to 18. I think no, wait, it was 32. We go down to 19 life. That's why I was thinking about it. So we're down to 19 life. We lose Saskia, which is okay. We can suffer with that. And we are going to gain 7 life from that. So that puts us up to 39. And that's because we have Abzan Battle Priest. Okay, so what happens over here? We have Mighty Morphin Ranger. Yorion can actually block the Rager because of its stuff. But the 7 damage from the Runaway Carriage, that's brutal. I guess maybe we go and block with Wall of Omens now. And we'll only take 1 damage from it. So we'll be down to 15. We really don't want to die. But we don't really want to get rid of that creature, but we don't really have a choice at this point. So we're going to do that. And because we gained enough life, we actually do get an angel here. So let's go ahead and see if we have an angel real quick. That's almost exactly where we need to be, but yeah, we have a 4/4 angel. So we gained more than 4 life in a turn. So we get an angel and we actually gain another life from that. But before the end of turn, I want to do that because that's going to happen regardless. But we're going to actually 5-alarm fire and kill Lothiel so that a crap ton of damage doesn't get piled onto a creature. We're going to do that before the end of turn. So Lothiel is out of commission for a turn. They are up to full life, though. And then we pass the turn to another player. to Saskia, who is going to get their own Rager now. And their own runaway carriage. Back again. Oh, and we're supposed to... Excellent. Furious Rise was supposed to do something. Oh, Farseek. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw a card. So we got that. We draw a card. It's a plains. That's really, really not what we want to see. So let's play that. Let's go ahead and do Minion Reflector. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's how we do it. So 5 there, like that. We don't have anything else in our hand that we really want to play. I guess maybe we do. We could do Farseek here just to get it out, but we also, let's see, I'm not going to be able to cast anything else this turn, so let's go ahead and do Farseek from Furious Rise. So let's see, do we have, I feel like we have some dual lands. Yeah, I think this one makes the most sense, so Cinderglade is really good. We could recast Saskia, but Saskia was really just sitting there defending at this point because we didn't really want to do much against the Devils. Okay, we're closing in slowly. I think we're about to see maybe Yorion die. I don't know. So we shuffled up. Did this. Do we have anything in our hand? No. Okay, so we're going to attack this turn. We're going to attack Yorion, which gets us another treasure. And Yorion, 7 and 5. So 12 damage total. That's not really pleasant amount of damage to do, to have to deal with. But I'm really, being able to get rid of the rest in peace is really what I want to see. Because then I can start doing some other, I can possibly do some other stuff, especially with like Saskia and Genesis. Then I can make sure to keep Genesis around. I mean, yeah, we keep Genesis around, but we can use it to keep Saskia from becoming too expensive to cast, is what I mean. Yeah, okay, so blocks. I think we block the Rager again with Yorion. The question is, do we block the Trample from Runaway Carriage? We'll lose the ability to, or let's see, so if we block with the Angel, I think, oh man, that's hard. I don't think we block. I think we're going to take it. I'm just going to make a decision. We're taking it. We'll be down to 8 life, which is super, super dangerous, but I don't know what else to do, so. I don't know what else to do with the Yorion deck because Evangel of of Heliod, there you go. Evangel of Heliod is coming out next turn. So that's going to get us a lot of tokens that we can then use to block and do things with. Actually, before the end of the turn, we're going to actually Temple Bell here. So that means that everybody's going to draw a card. The Devils are drawing Dragon Rage. Yorion is drawing another Plains. Saskia drew a card from Temple Bell, which was Primal Force Mage. That's a pretty cool one. And then Chainer Nightmare Adept got exiled. Lothiel got Alert Heedbonder, which I think actually is a card that I need to take out of this deck. I don't think it does as much as I want it to. A creature did come into play. Let's see. Leyline of Punishment is destroyed. Okay, so Lothiel actually did gain a life from a Rager coming into play. And it's going to gain another life from this Rager coming into play. Okay, so that was the end of the turn. Let's untap for the Devils. Draw a card. It's Vexing Devil. Nice. Let's play a mountain. We don't really need the mana, but Vexing Devil might be nice. Let's go and play Vexing Devil and choose to have... Do we want Vexing Devil or do we want the 4 damage dealt? Because if we choose the Yorion deck to take 4... Let's see. Oh, it's any opponent. Any opponent may have it deal 4 damage to them. Okay. So... Yeah, the Yorion deck is not going to choose. You'd go in turn order for this. So the Yorion deck is going to say no. Which of course makes sense. They're not going to take 4 damage from Vexing Devil when they're already almost dead. Oh, and this, we got 2 more Devils from that. That was the whole point of that, is that we get up to 7 coming into our turn. We have 7 Devils in play. Okay. Let me think. So, Lothiel. Does Lothiel decide to take the damage? Because repeatedly 4 damage and 5 alarm fire and Zerloth and Grinzo seems like a bad deal for us. So I think that Lothiel is going to say, yeah, let's go ahead and pay the life. Take 4 damage. We're doing a lot. We actually gain a life from Vexing Devil coming into play. Oh, we gained more life, of course, from the 2 Devils that came into play, so we're actually still at 41 life. Sheesh. Okay. Which means that guess who's going to get attacked like crazy this turn? Could it be? Could it possibly be the deck that's gaining life is going to get attacked? Yeah, so let's just go and turn like pretty much everything sideways. Do we want... Yeah, I think that we essentially just go all-out attack against Lothiel. Which means that we're ultimately going to get 7... No, wait, we want some creatures. So Grinzo... Do we want... Let's see. I guess that means that actually 2 Devils are going to attack the other players. And then the rest of them are going to attack Lothiel. Which means that before combat goes, we're going to each draw a card and then discard a card at random. Which we drew another mountain. Whoops. Another mountain. So we discard a mountain. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Yorion draws another plains. So yeah, we're really looking at that Evangel of Heliod staying in our hand is really what we want to see. Let's do this one. I don't know what this one is. A plains. That's okay because we have more plains. We have plenty of planes. Captain of the Watch is also a really good one, but the Evangel of Heliod is based on your devotion, and we have a pretty solid devotion, so we're going to get a lot of more creatures that way. Let's see. Lothiel is going to draw a Sungrass Prairie. You got it. Grab that hand over there. There we go. We grab that hand. Oh, and Exile. Rest in peace, dude. Really hard to keep track of that rest in peace, honestly. Let's see. It is... Oh my gosh, the True Conviction got discarded. Oh. Finally had the mana and couldn't do anything. Arcane Signet, so we don't really care. Give a hoot about that one. More mana ramp. That's really, we've just drawn all land. That's like all, the entire game has been ramp and other ramp. Ramp and mana. Okay, so we're discarding a land. That's okay. We don't care. Okay, so, and then when people discarded cards, we get to draw 3 cards. So, Pitchburn Devils, Cayenne Negotiations, and Dousing Dagger. I can feel the burn. Okay, and we got 3 Devils from that. Let's see. So, does Lothiel... I mean, 2 of the demons are definitely going to get blocked. Oh, no, wait, 1 of them isn't. Let's do the 2 damage Torch Fiend against them, so they'll take 2 damage. Okay. How many? Sorry, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We get 12 counters on 5 Alarm Fire. Yeah. All right. So we have big creatures coming our way, both of them with trample. We can block 2 of the devils. So let's block 2 devils that... Oh, we're going to gain 3 life, actually, from devils being put into play. Is that end of turn, or is that... Whenever an opponent draws their first card. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So, we only have 3 creatures to block. Soul Warden is almost certainly going to die. So let's go ahead and block with it. And we'll just take the damage. No, well, do we... Yeah, well, we're going to lose a life either way. Let's go and make them waste it on Soul Warden, I guess. Okay, so we're blocking 2 creatures. We do care about both of the creatures, so we're going to have them block devils. Let's see. Instead of the Rager and the Runaway Carriage. So, I guess it doesn't really matter which devil we choose. Let's just kill off the ones that are real devils so that they get exiled and they can't ever come back. Too bad. Okay, so this one attacked somebody else. One of these attacked them, which died. So that's down to 6. And that 1 damage needs to go... Well... Oh, wait. No. Whenever they die, dying... That's a keyword. Essentially, it's like a trigger word for gets put into the graveyard. They're not getting put into the graveyard, so they don't get their 1 damage thing. Oh. Okay, well... That's how it is. So, let's see. We do... 7 here, 5 here, 12 total. We took care of the other 2. So 12 plus 6 is... 18 damage total. So that's 14 more damage. That puts them down to 26. That was a really good hit, actually. That was a really strong hit. So we have 3 devils untapped, 6 devils tapped. We get to do a lot of exiling now due to the Grenzo. But I think that we maybe do 3 of these. No, we want to do 4 of these. We don't want any of them to attack us, any of those creatures. So we're actually going to use 4 of these goads to goad all of their creatures to attack somebody other than us. We get 2 more from here, 2 here, and 1 goad here. So 4 cards off the top of the library for Lothiel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know that we care about any of those cards. One card from here, it was Beast Within. Oh, we could destroy something. Do we destroy anything? Is there anything I care seriously about? And I don't think that there is. I could destroy something, but giving somebody else a 3/3 doesn't really sound like something I want. Unless I destroy something of my own. But for now, I feel like Beast Within is just, it's whatever, honestly. I don't really care. Okay, so I think that that means that that's all of the triggers for that, but we do want to pay 4 mana for the Chiron Negotiations, so we can tap creatures down, tap our creatures in order to deal damage to players. So we can do that essentially at the end of turn. Like at the end of the round of turns, we can just tap down whatever we have to deal damage to a player or a creature. And I guess right now it does make sense to go ahead and like tap Grinzo to kill off the creature that gives lifelink over on the Lothiel's side. So I don't think we care about anything else really at this point. And 4 creatures being able to deal damage, 4 damage just any time we want, seems really good. Okay, so Abzan guy is gone. You know, I may have, now that I'm thinking about it, I may have really screwed up something here. We may have to like, let's see, Geth's Grimoire. I guess they do technically still discard the card. I need to look it up later. I'll look it up and maybe include it some other place. Rest in peace and Geth's Grimoire. Does discarding only happen like Dies does, where Dies requires going into the graveyard, like die triggers requires the creature actually going into the graveyard, whereas discard, if it gets exiled instead of putting it into the graveyard, does that count? And I don't feel like it does, but it seems like something I should at least look up. Okay, so we have this. Oh, and of course we keep forgetting the Devils got a treasure, and so did Saskia from that. Okay, draw a card for the turn. Plains. Let's play that. Let's play. Oh, and they get a Rager, and I still don't really like the idea of them having Runaway Carriage. I don't like it. Okay, so let's see. Ranger. Let's play the Evangel of Heliod, which means that we're going to get a lot of tokens, like a crap ton of tokens, like more tokens than you can imagine. Maybe not quite that many. Okay, so our devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 devotion, so that means we are getting 20 creatures because of Panharmonicon. 20 soldiers, actually. So let's go ahead and look again. I know that we have soldiers here. That's warriors. Warriors, warriors, warriors. That's a spirit. That's not a soldier. There we go. Soldier. That is crazy. 20 soldiers just suddenly magically appeared to block anything and everything that ever happens. From now till the end of time, we just like 20 soldiers kill somebody. So we do have the Rager. And there are 3 3s right now. That's crazy. And there'll be even more when we get this Captain of the Guard out. Okay. Do we attack? We can't attack Saskia. Well, we can't attack Saskia with Mighty Morphin Ranger, but now that we have all of this stuff, we could attack with these guys at Saskia to try to stop them from doing this garbage. So maybe that's what we do. We attack for... So Yorian is actually 6 power and Angel of Jubilation is 4 power. So 10 damage total brings them down to 7 life. That seems pretty good. Oh, and Runaway Carriage is actually tapped. Okay. I think that's all for this turn. We're still really precarious because essentially the devils, I mean, can really kill us just out of nowhere. So that's not a good position to be in. Lothiel, untap, draw a card. It's Sunblast Angel. Sungrass Prairie. Let's see. Interesting. We could deal... Let's see. Oh, they didn't kill Soul Warden. They just killed the one that gives lifelink to things. How much mana do we have? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So not a lot of mana, unfortunately. We could, though, kill off a decent number of creatures, actually, with Sunblast Angel. And maybe that's what we do. I think that maybe if we can neuter the devils just a little bit, that could go a long way. Oh my gosh. Soul Warden gained me 20 life. Holy cow. I need to pay closer attention. It's so late now to be able to do anything about that, but I gained 20 life and got a second angel here. So there's actually 2 angels. Oh man. 2 here. Because I gained that last turn for Angelic Accord. Yikes. Sunblast Angel destroys Yorian and Angel of Jubilation and Runaway Carriage and a lot of devils. A ton of devils gets killed. And Grinzo actually as well. Do we? No, we're not gonna do that. We're just going to have another devil tap. That's crazy. That's ludicrous. I should have caught that. I honestly would have caught that if I was playing the deck by itself. Okay, so we're gonna do this properly. we're going to do this properly. Sunblast Angel is still going to kill a bunch of things though. We do want to kill the devils as much as we can, though, so... We're not gaining any life. We can't play any other cards. I think we just have to go to attacks. Sunblast Angel can't attack. Ceratok could, if we wanted it to. This is exiled. Ceratok would die from the 5-alarm fire. We don't really like that. But we do need to start attacking the devils somehow. We did get a Rager. That's true. So we are going to do... Oh, no, wait. The Runaway Carriage I would have absolutely given... Saskia would have given it to them untapped. So let's go after the devils. We have this much. I think that the devils really don't want to get rid of Runaway Carrier yet. Okay, so... But the angel might be something that we want to kill. So I think that... Let's go and remove 5 counters. It'll be down to 7 counters on 501 fire. We'll kill off the angel. So that at least that is gone. We're still taking a chunk of damage, 12 damage. So that puts us down to 17 life. Okay. 17 life is okay. And we actually did gain a life from the Rager coming into play under our control. And for the Sunblast Angel. Oh, okay. That's all we're going to do this turn. We're not going to attack with anything. Oh, do we... Actually, we could kill off Saskia this turn. That seems like a smart thing. We're going to also attack with Crown Ceratok and kill off the thing making the Rager and the Runaway Carriage. That's unfortunate. Sorry, you're dead. But you were trouble. You're 8 life. You were unfortunately too much trouble, Saskia. We can't allow you to live. you were helping deal the most damage out of anybody, just because you were passing around creatures that could, like deal so much damage. Okay. Too bad. So sad. Ooh. Which means that before the end of the turn, we Temple Bell. I think we Temple Bell first. At the end of the turn, I guess in response to the attacking. So that we get the full number of... We get 2 more devils from Temple Bell. Useless. Okay, Corn liberated. Sure. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're slowly closing in on not having so many decks out. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Devil's turn. So at the end of the turn, though, we're going to tap 5 and deal 5 damage straight to their face, straight to Lathiel's face. Take them down to 23. We'll untap. Draw a card for the turn. It is a mountain. Not useful. Oof. We'll play that mountain. We don't really... We're not getting the cards that we really need, honestly. Let's Temple Bell again. So then we draw... Jeez. A mountain... Yorion gets Sculpting Steel, and Lathiel gets Shattered Angel. Crap. Oh, and they actually gained 2 life from the frickin' devils, and we're gonna get 2 more devils, which means that they get 2 more life. They're at 27 now. Brrr. That Rest in Peace is really hurting me. But I don't want them to die yet. I can't waste all of my resources doing that. Let's see. Or maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to kill them off. So that, yeah, let's go and do that. So remove 5 counters. That's 5 damage to Yorion. Bring them down to 3. We tap 3 of our devils. So this is the 3. We tap 3 devils to deal 3 damage to them to kill them. So no more Yorion. That helps out. No more Rest in Peace, which means that our devils blocking and dying actually means something. So let's tap 5 and play Pitchburn Devils. So that we have another thing of they gain a life, but at least we deal 3 damage when they die. And we can tap down our stuff and just start dealing damage. Oh, do we attack? That's a good question. They have Sunblast Angel out. That doesn't help. We like 5 Alarm Fire. We like drawing cards, but they're not going to get another devil. I'm not going to get another devil this turn. I guess we just, maybe we strip mine them here. We get rid of the last land that they have untapped, and maybe that'll help us out later. Poor Yorion, finally getting the cards that it needed to start playing things again. Because it didn't draw any lands forever. Were they going to get... I guess Karn Liberated doesn't blink things. The Conjurer's Closet is the card that was going to blink stuff that we had. Oh yeah, we were nowhere close to blinking anything. Angel of Serenity, really. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, well, goodbye, Yorion. You were loved for a little bit, but we are actually going to move you around here and put you over in a space so that we can just slide Lathiel over and have the two decks next to each other now. So when we untap, we'll have untapped Ceratok. This. Did we gain? No, we didn't gain 4 life. Okay, this is destroyed. Okay, so Lathiel's turn. Draw a card for the turn. Triskelion. Oh man, this is bad. The double deck is in a really bad position. Moonlit Wake. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard, we gain a life. Let's do 2 here and play Ram Through. So we're going to target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. If the creature that you control has trample, then it's dealt in excess, or excess damage is dealt to the controller. So we're going to do Ceratok is going to ram through on one of the devils. The devil is going to tap and deal a damage to them. The devil is going to die and deal a damage to them from dying, but then the creature dying is going to gain a life, so that's offset. And Crown Ceratok deals 6 damage through because of 7/7, so they are at 11 life. The devils are at 11 life. Yeah, this is going to end badly. We don't have anything else that we can do with our hand. They have a bunch of devils. Let's go ahead and do 4 damage in the air and put them down to 7 life. Okay, so now the devils are going to end the turn by tapping the 4 devils that they have to deal 4 damage to Lathiel. Which, that's like this, right? Okay. Untap. Oh, wait, let's see. Whenever they deal combat damage. Okay, so untap, we have 5 devils here. Untap, draw a card. Oh, wait, the Tetherballs needs to untap. It's a freaking mountain. Jeez, holy crap. This is not what this deck is intended for. Yeah, I think we just pass because unfortunately, like we really don't want them to draw more cards. We just want to tap down creatures and deal damage. Like we need to deal damage as quickly as we can, essentially. So, and we don't want to put more creatures into play from devil stuff. So we're just going to let them have the turn. So untap, draw a card. It's a plains. We'll go and play it. Let's do... This is, like I said, not good. So we are going to tap 4 mana. Do we have anything else for 2 mana that we care about? No. We're going to Monstrous Onslaught. So deal X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control as you cast Monstrous Onslaught. Our greatest power is Ceratok at 7. So we're going to deal 7 damage spread as we like. We're going to deal 5 damage to each of the 5 devils that they have, plus 2 damage to Zerloth. Or Zerz. No, I guess. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll just do as much damage across as we can. So. Yeah, that's going to kill all of those devils. They're going to tap the 5 devils for sure to deal 5 damage directly. Do we do it directly to the face, or do we kill Ceratok? I think maybe we kill Ceratok here. So we deal 5 damage to Ceratok. One of the last devils that gets tapped, or that, sorry, as the devils die, they get to deal damage to any target. So tapping 5 deals 5 damage to Ceratok. Then one of the deaths will deal the last damage to Ceratok, killing it. One more of the deaths is going to kill Soul Warden, and all they have left is Sunblast Angel. So the other 3 damage here just goes to the face, and they're at 20 life left. So this guy's dead. All of those devils are dead. And now we can actually do something with Temple Bell. Well, Temple Bell and or Zerloth, essentially. Because the Soul Warden isn't there anymore. Okay. That's resolved. We're going to tap for 4 damage in the air, bring them down to 3 life. I mean, it's kind of a moot point, but it's what can we do? So tap to bring Lathiel down to 18 life. Let's untap, draw a card. It's a mountain. Holy cow, what is going on here? Okay, well, I guess we're playing a mountain. Yeah, I'm just not sure what to. So we're gonna attack for 5, which means that we draw and discard. So Curse of Opulence, which again, it's more mana. Like, we don't need the mana. We need something else. We need something to pour mana into is what we need. Discard a card at random. It's Curse of Opulence. That's fine. They draw Daneth Caption Paragon. Let's see, what do they discard at random? It's a Haunting Cloak. That's fine. So we do get a devil that we can tap to deal a damage. So that's 1 more damage. This is up to 4. So that's, they dealt 5, putting them down to 13, and then 1 more tapping down to 12. That's as close as we could get. That's as best as we could do with what we had. Oh, well. I guess we could. Let's go in Temple Belt just to see, because I mean, if we get a Fireball or something crazy, then I guess that works. Glinthorn Buccaneer? Oh, that's so unfair. That's like the card that we needed a decade ago. Oh, man. Blah. That sucks. Okay. Well, Temple Bell drew us Fertilid. That's okay. That's an okay card. Untap, draw a card. Oh, we were supposed to gain 5 life from things dying. That stuff didn't get directed straight to our face. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's that. That's Sunblast Angel attacks for 4 damage. The devils are down at 3 life, so they lose. And we are ending this game with Lathiel taking the cup home tonight. So, yay! That was a decent game. I kind of enjoyed that. These were all they all kind of got to do their thing, and I like to see what each of these can do. I liked seeing the Devil deck in particular because it's a relatively new deck compared to these other ones. Like Lathiel is kind of new as well, but it's gotten a few games in. The Devils have gotten 1 test game in just to visualize how it was going to play out, and it seemed like it was going to work out. And this actually went really well. If we'd drawn anything other than 17 lands in a row, then we might have been able to win. But that's kind of the same story for Saskia. Saskia drew way too many lands as well, which seems to happen a lot to me. Yorian not drawing the fifth land it needed to start playing some cards that hurt, especially with, like the Devils allowing draw and discard and still not drawing any lands. That kind of hurt. But life gain when used right can do a lot of things. It can save you. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm still open. I'm always open to ideas about if people want to see something particular, like some kind of particular strategy or color combination or something like that. Always happy to, you know, show that on screen and let you guys see what it might look like and how it might act, and or if you want to see like a sort of a deck construction of that, we can always do that. That'll be a Sunday thing though. So how it goes is Wednesdays we play kind of random stuff, whatever I want, generally, and there's not going to be as much explanation for what I'm doing and how I play. I'm just going to kind of go through the motions of it and test out the decks. But then Sundays are more for teaching and for deck building stuff. So if you also want to see a deck being built, that's something that'll pop up on Sundays. I have some videos on my YouTube channel of deck building and of playing these games. I tend to upload them. So always go there if you want to see it. And I guess that's about it for the week. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.